Kept it a secret, but we tried something new here. We didn't want to introduce this award you're going to hear about in a second, because we wanted everybody to hear about it at the same time. There's going to be a nice opportunity for you to be involved in a contest where the winner will be chosen, and it's going to be an award that someone wins through the United Way that they give out every year. What they decided to do is take a picture, so it's going to be one of your photos, and it's going to be have your name on it, you get credit, our school gets credit, and this is going to be hanging on the winner's wall in their office. Now the other bonus we're going to do, whichever picture it is, we're also going to print it on canvas, stretch it, frame it, and that'll be your side of the award for winning. All right? So what we have here is members from the United Way, Jeremy, Dawn, Kim. All right, so we've met and helped them come up with this. This is what we decided the award's going to be. Now we're going to talk about the award a little bit. What's that all about? This way you can find out what type of photos we'll be looking for to win the contest. Who wants to?
Hi, I'm Dawn, and I am the Research Development Director at the United Way. And I asked Rob, can you like pass them out to everyone? This is a request for proposal. It has done all the specifics of the awards, just so if you go back later and you're like, oh, I can't remember what Dawn said, it'll be listed right here for you. And I also have a brochure that we're going to pass out that just tells you a little bit about the United Way. How this came about, and I'm like so excited that we're working with all of you. Tim and I, we're in charge of figuring out the awards for our major donors. And 7 of those major donors have been with us for years and years, and they give over $10,000 every year to the United Way. And all that money goes back to help the residents of Ocean County. And for the past, I would say, 10 years, we've given these little crystal boats. Well, we're sitting there getting ready for the awards dinner, and we're like, we don't want to give out another crystal boat. Like, how many crystal boats can people have in their homes or in their offices? So we started to brainstorm ideas of what type of award would capture the spirit of Ocean County, because all of our work is done in Ocean County, and also really mean something to our donors. One of the major things that we do is we work with education. So as we're brainstorming, we started thinking, well, an artist would be great, especially if it was a local artist from Ocean County and it has something unique each year. And then we started thinking, wouldn't it be nice if it was one of the local colleges? And so we called up our board member, Jeremy Brunnan, and Jeremy is also one of our Tocqueville members. So he's one of the people that get the award. And we said, what do you think about this idea? And he goes, I have even a better idea. I'm on board of OCVTS, and I think their work would be really meaningful and it would really tie into our mission of education. So I'm going to turn it over to Jeremy, because I think it's good for you to hear why he gives the United Way, and also what he would want to display in his office. Because probably the 2 most important things about this award when you're creating it is capturing the spirit of Ocean County, something that's unique to Ocean County, and also the spirit of giving. So Jeremy, do you mind telling me a little bit?
So my name is Jeremy Brunnan. I'm actually a board member, as Dawn mentioned, for Ocean County Vocational School. I'm also a board member for the United Way. I'm also a board member for Ocean County College. So when the opportunity came up for this award, actually, I'll be honest with you, my first discussion was with Ocean County College, and they were extremely excited to have the opportunity to put this award together. And then I had another conversation with a principal of your school who may be here, who may have said, my kids are the best kids out there, and they could do the absolute best job of doing this award. Okay? So she talked me into it, and I think you guys happen to be having an art show at an event for Big Brothers Big Sisters, I think it was. I'm sorry, yes. And so I saw a lot of your work, and I was really excited about it. So that's why we're here today. The United Way, just so you have a little bit of context, or you kind of understand what the United Way is about, some of you have probably seen, like you're watching like a football game on a Sunday, or forced to watch a football game with your dad or your boyfriend or whatever it may be, and you see the football players giving out these humongous checks, right? They're about this big, right? And they're like handing it to somebody in a suit wearing a big smile, and it says, from the United Way, you know, $50,000 for whatever cause, right? That's what you think of when you think of the United Way. The United Way actually is kind of the umbrella, is an overarching organization that has over 45 partners in Ocean County that are other nonprofits, other folks doing great work and helping out those that are less fortunate or those that need a little extra help. So the United Way is kind of that partner that's there for every one of them to help them out. So that's why I'm involved in the United Way, because it's really, really the best way that you can kind of take care of everything that the county needs, kind of in a one-stop shop, for lack of a better term. So me, as a donor, and one of the folks that gives, we get these awards, like when we give a lot of money, right? And so, just being honest with you, right? So you get this little plaque, or you get this little like thing that goes on your desk, and you know, so you make a big donation and you get a little plaque that says, thank you so much, please do it again next year, right? And so that plaque or that award is like the same thing. It comes from like some place in the mall that engraves your name on it, right? Or it's got some painting that you saw from some cheap artist that you could have bought at Target, something like that. And you know, it's great. It does what it's supposed to do. What our idea was, and these guys are brilliant, was, why don't we do something that actually says Ocean County? Why don't we just do something that really is, you know, kind of highlights everything that Ocean County has to offer, and will really be something special for our donors to be able to put up and display proudly in their offices. And so that's why we're here today. And with you guys being the creative kids that you are, we know that this is the right kind of forum to get that done. Does that make sense to everyone? Yes? Cool. All right, so that's my shtick. I'll hand it back to you now.
Okay, and I passed out my business cards. Just because I know sometimes as an artist or a designer, if you have a job, you might have questions later. So please feel free, you're probably best emailing me and ask me questions. This is the first time we've done it. There might be things that we have not thought about. We really want to do it again in the spring with a different piece of art. So we'll be twice this year. So I'm really excited, and I guess we'll just open it up to questions now.
Well, what we did, just to go a little bit deeper, we tried using this photo, which I didn't realize was Katie's here.
Oh, we love it.
That's awesome. Great job.
So we tried it 2 different ways. We did it this way, and we also wrapped it on canvas. If you hold this a bit, so they know what that is. It's not the same photo. But if we print your photo on canvas, and then we wrap it on the wood. So what we decided, well, I thought it would be great, because I know you guys would be excited to have your picture hanging in somebody's office, but you might be even more excited to get your print done this way, and that would be your side of winning, because these aren't cheap to do, so it would be nice. What better way, though? I mean, that's an important award someone's winning, and you're going to think of you when they see it. So.
The only thing that we decided to change, this is a mock-up, we're going to put the United Way logo big up here, and we want to make sure the artist, like Taylor's name, would be signed here. And then the year you graduate. Because we want to make sure that the school is highlighted and you're highlighted. Because you're a very, very important part of the process.
Can I throw something else in? So I mentioned that I'm also on the board of the college. So I'm just thinking I'm going to speak on behalf of the college for a second. The winning submission is, I know it's really important that you guys all have like a picture up in my office, because that means a lot to you. It's really going to help you a lot. It's like, wow, great, Jeremy Brennan's office. That's great. It means a lot. How about if we were to also say that I might be able to pull a few strings and get you also to have it displayed at the gallery at Ocean County College, right? That would be pretty cool, right? So that's something that we could probably work out as well. And when I say probably, we'll work that out as well.
So it's a great opportunity. Anybody have any questions?
Like, do we have to take a picture?
Yeah,
That's a good question.
yes.
Yeah.
Think outside the box. You know what I mean? Like, bless you. Pictures of the ocean are fabulous, but that's not. I mean, like we picked out the photo that you saw here, which was awesome because it was like a cool perspective, and it said Ocean County because it's got the light. You know, that's kind of the way we're looking at doing it, right? It's something that says Ocean County, but something that says it in a different, unique way that somebody with my size brain would never be able to figure out.
Let me ask you a question. You're asking if you have to be. Are you thinking of illustration?
illustration, watercolor, or something like that? What were you thinking? Like, let's say you went to that area and did a watercolor or a drawing of it? Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, because I was saying it was like a photograph, and I was saying you have to do that or do something else with it.
I'm definitely open to painting or watercolor as well as photography. I don't know how, I mean, that's up to your instructors.
Let's say all submissions are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a talent, why not submit it as your preferred talent?
Any sort of visual art. Yeah. It has to be something we can make a print out though, because we're going to need to make that up.
Okay.
So it can't be,
Well, hopefully more.
yeah, that would be really nice. Well, this first round we know is 7. The next round, it's going to be 25. Yeah. It can't be like a sculpture.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
No other questions? Do you prefer something, nature, or?
Yeah, I was just wondering. Yeah. What do you prefer?
Well, that's the question you need to ask if you're thinking about it. Don't be afraid. There's no such thing as a silly question.
I don't think there is a preference per se. I mean, I'll be honest with you, there's no way that if somebody had asked me this 6 months ago, I would have said, yeah, can we get one of those viewfinders and then maybe put like that wouldn't have crossed my mind.
Maybe you wouldn't have thought of this.
No. So that's what, again, you guys are creative.
And that was really important to all of us, to leave it open to you guys, because you are the creativity. We sit at computers all day. Not doing cool stuff. How many can you send out? Oh,
That's a good question.
we didn't even think of
Probably one submission per artist. How's that? It's only fair, right, guys? You gotta pick your best work. That wouldn't be right. You submit 50, and somebody submits one.
Or just think of it when we do our student art show. You can submit in many different categories for
One
one
submission.
piece.
Yeah.
So you have to pick your best.
So on my, and we haven't really talked about this, but I would say you may want to bring it to your, bring it and say, ask for an opinion, right? So just so you understand how the winning submission will be figured, it'll be a combination of folks here, folks at the United Way, and we may throw an artist even in there or something like that. But it's going to be kind of it's a joint decision. This is not like some person sitting in a room in a glass tower somewhere saying, yeah, I like that one the best. So the teachers that you have here are really your best roadmap for what the answer is on that.
And if you look on, I put the judging evaluation criteria right back here. Okay. And then, Rebecca, I have a question.
Is there like a size requirement?
You know what? It's going to be shrunk down to this size, and since we're making copies, there is not a size.
What is that, 11 by 14? The print.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. That's what we're leaving up to you, because that's part of the issue Kim and I had. We were using the exact same picture of a boat for years and years, and these crystal boats, and we really would like some creativity.
It's just something that we want you guys to embody as Ocean County. It doesn't everyone does think about the beach and things like that. So it can be what you think Ocean County needs to do. So it could be Ocean County, the whole thing. Yeah.
There was a question in the back. Did I see somebody say that in the back? Oh, right here. Okay. All right.
So you just balance the business card on the phone, right?
Oh, yeah. I put the due dates in here. Yeah, so right here and there. Do those due dates work for you guys, Chris?
Halloween's good, yeah. Jess? Question?
I think she just kind of like reach out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say that one of the things that we try to do here is to give you some real-world, real-life experience so that you can take those skills when you leave us and be successful at the next level. And the United Way is a phenomenal organization, and many people would love to have the opportunity to work with them. And even though we are only working with the United Way of Ocean County, which is why the picture is focusing on Ocean County, this opportunity is a very unique opportunity. So I really want you to understand that. And for all of these people to come in on their own time to present to you, and it shows you the passion that they have for this project. So they're trying to convey that passion, and kind of inspire you to have that same passion, how they feel about Ocean County, what you see about Ocean County. And so this really is actually, you know, this paperwork that they gave you, this packet, it really outlines exactly what they're looking for, and your teachers are going to go over that with you. And I love the idea that some of you think that there's like 20 different photographs that you want to submit. I think that's great, okay? And bring in all of the photographs that you have, and then you'll work with your teacher to focus on that one that really stands out, all right, of Ocean County. But I really want to stress the importance of this opportunity, and this is an opportunity that can launch a career. And that's what I really want you to be aware of.
Can I piggyback on that? Have any of you guys seen the Welcome to Ocean County sculpture that just went up on Route 37 on the side? So our foundation paid for that. The sculptor who did that, Brian Hanlon, is a very well-known sculptor from this area. And so, you know, he's a guy who's actually going to be teaching a master class at Ocean County College on the business of art and how you actually can turn your skill and your ability into actually something that helps you earn a living. But 100% right. Like there are going to be people who are also going to be looking at this and who are going to be saying, hey, I want more information about the artist that did that.
I mean, this can be a game changer for anybody. You know, this can be the start of something for all of you. So I want to thank them for coming out and sharing this opportunity with us, because they could have gone to anybody, not necessarily a school. You know, they could have gone to any business, any local photographer, but they want to give back, they want to work with the young people of Ocean County and really kind of share that passion. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to take this and run with it, and hopefully it will not only benefit the United Way, but also you by having your artwork showcased, and then hopefully launching into something even bigger.
And each spring, this year it was in June that we had our leadership. April. We have a leadership, and this is where we hand out the awards. And we would really like the person who wins in the spring, and maybe we'll bring in the person who wins in the fall, to come and meet all of these people. These are all the people who donated over $1,000 to the United Way throughout the year. A lot of them have a lot of commitment. So it's an opportunity to come and represent OCVTS, and as well as to meet a lot of people. Oh, that's good.
They're already working on their submission. Quick.
Trying to build a thing.
Was there anything that we missed? Is there any more questions? Right. Feel free, I'm serious, this is why I gave you my email address. If you have a question later, feel free to email me.
Guys, I want you to remember one thing. Second-year students, sorry for being a broken record. First-year students, you're going to hear this a lot. Your portfolios and your resumes are living documents. You're always updating them. If you become the winner for this competition, and you put in your resume that you were the artist that supplied the photograph to the United Way for such and such an award, and then had a copy of it in your portfolio, that screams volume. If I saw that on someone's resume when I was in business as a hiring manager, and I'm like, okay, this person is serious and they're out there already, aiming to the top of the list. So when we, as OCVTS, partner with these types of people and present opportunities to you, everybody, I mean everybody, should submit at least one thing. Because it can be an opportunity that leads to mentionable things, unmentionable things. Just take it and run.
Okay, anybody have any other questions? Okay.
It'll probably be best to take the picture with like a nice camera, but does it have to be taken like with some kind of like the cameras that they give out?
The only thing I wouldn't take it with is my cell phone, because it doesn't have the resolution. But any camera, nowadays I don't think you can touch a camera that's under 6 megapixels. 6 megapixels and above, we can blow the thing up.
Well,
No problem.
iPhone cameras are 12 megapixels. More than that.
Yeah, the new 6 is coming out, so. Again, talk to your teacher, what you should do.
We'll figure that out.
Talk to your teachers about the megapixels that are in your camera, because I know might say this would be a great picture. Just take it. You know, just take it, and then we'll see what we can do with it. You know, because sometimes it's the most, you know, you're not planning. It's the thing where it's like a spur of the moment, or you see something like, I gotta capture it. You know, so just take it.
Any other questions?
And I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. How about a round of applause?